And we're back. Okay, so this is all cleaned out. The little packing nut seal is in there, new gasket at the base. This little guy goes in first, and do not forget that seal goes right there. Sometimes you can leave the old one on, but I mean, you got it out, you got it cleaned up. Put the new one on there. Sometimes the new one's a little bit bigger on the outside diameter, so you got to kind of help it get started down in that bore. Turkey's gobbling out there. You probably can't hear that on the phone, but I can hear it. Okay, so that's not super tight. I mean, you run it in there tight and snug it up, but you got to get that out again at some point. So do yourself a favor, don't crank it in there, Johnny Torquemada. That's bad. So that little guy threads in right on top of that jet. You can see the little orifice in the bottom. That's what feeds fuel through that emulsion tube or whatever the hell you want to call it. Okay. Snug this baby up. Seat it. Snug this little guy up gently. Don't go crazy. I'll run this guy in until he seats. I'll oil first. You can use oil, a little bit of grease, just anything. Brass threads, I mean, don't want to beat the snot out of these things. They've been around a long time. Be nice to them. Okay. That's a little tighter than I like. I'm going to get a little more oil on that little packing nut. The other trick is when you tighten this down, sometimes you'll squish that packing nut a little bit. So back that off. A little more oil. You want that packing nut to seal, so you do want it tight, but you don't want to crush it where you can't get through it. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on there. So then what I do is I run it down until it bottoms out. So I'll wrap a little rag around there so I can get a good turn on it. Okay, so that is bottomed out right there. So I'm going to take that 1.5 turns out. Half, 1.5. And you can see that packing nut's turning out with it. So now we got to run the packing nut down without letting the needle valve back out. And I'm probably going to need a little wrench. Yep. Okay, wrench time.